Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Social Rejects podcast. Today, I am joined with the only motherfucker who I will wholeheartedly admit is better than me at Call of Duty, Hindu Kush. Say what's up, Hindu.
What up, people of the podcast?
I am also joined today by the only motherfucker to beat me in the ones outside of Call of Duty, Fire Blast, hailing all the way from the AU. What's up, pal? Yeah, this motherfucker be running my fade in Borderlands. He's good at that game.
Yeah, not enjoy the series.
It's a really fun game. Like, honestly, Borderlands 3, 10 out of 10. Prequel game, I know everybody says that's the worst one, but it's still a 7 out of 10.
It's still a decent game, yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Like, the Borderlands series has just been hit after hit after hit. I don't think there's an example of a bad Borderlands game. Anywho, so I have some things that I need to get out of the way real quick at the start of the show. Oh my god. I didn't know you guys liked the fucking smaller shit fucking story time, me ranting videos so much. God damn, we got 26 views on that shit. You guys want more? I'll give you more. I'll give you a lot more. I appreciate the support on that shit. Thank you guys so much. As you guys can plainly hear, I have upgraded my audio a little bit. We're taking this show a bit more seriously now, and that's kind of why there's only 3 members, because it was kind of a clusterfuck when there was a lot of us, wasn't there, boys?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I felt like that a lot of people were having arguments more than just regular conversations with the other hosts that we used to have, but
yeah, I honestly, there was a lot of scuffed Call of Duty hot takes. And I'm just gonna say that right off rip. Like, for anyone who's listening to this episode and has watched the previous episodes, I do not stand by 90% of those takes. I think BO6 is a great game. Just wanted to put that out there for all the people who enjoy BO6, because I noticed as soon as complaining about BO6, we lost viewers. We lost a lot. Like, we
big
lost
time.
50% of our viewership. I love BO6. Game's great. The other hosts that were on the show previously, I can't speak for them, but I personally have put at least, I think I put 50 hours in the game just this month. Like, I fucking love that shit. Ranked is great. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'd be fucking losing left and right, but who cares, right? I'm having a good time.
Right.
Having a good
That's all
time.
that matters.
But one of the topics I want to talk about today, we'll get this out of the way right off rip. I wanted to talk about friends and who is a good friend and who is a bad friend. Not naming names, but like, I know people are out there, and well, there are some people that only stay on for a season, right? And then there are the people who are like the root of the tree type shit. And I just want to make a PSA to everybody listening to the show. Whittle down your fucking tree. You'll be way better off. Like, some people are only there to use you and make you feel like shit. And no one needs to go through that, right?
Right.
And
I say this?
Go ahead.
It's not about littling your tree, it's about limiting your circle of trust to others.
Yeah, like, you just gotta be careful who you trust nowadays, because people are just assholes. Like, I don't know what else to say, guys. Like, there are people out there like Hindu, me, and Fire who just chill out and get on games and have a good time. But then there are people who think that this is like some sort of competition and we need to like argue, and whoever wins the argument is better, and yada yada yada. I don't even fucking know what half of these people think. All I know is that I don't fuck with them. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
But if you have somebody out there in your life that is pissing you off and you're not so sure if they should be your friend, if you're not sure, the answer is most likely no, from my experience. Like, if you aren't sure about a motherfucker, like, you're playing with someone on a game or something and they're pissing you off most of the time and you're not so sure about them, you're like, he's kind of chill. The switch up is coming. Just prep yourself if you're gonna stick with them, or get rid of them prematurely type shit.
100%.
Like, it's okay to pre-fire that shit. Protect yourself, you know? Because some
Right.
people are just out to use you. Like, they just want to milk you for all you got and take all your energy and all your time. But then there's the other side. You have this big group of friends, right? And then some people, they do you dirty. But if you end up going through that shit, let me tell you, it's the motherfuckers who stick with you afterwards that are why you keep going. It's those motherfuckers, because those motherfuckers are real. They just saw all that shit happen. They just don't give a fuck. They're just like, nah, I'm with you. I'm riding. Those are the motherfuckers who deserve your time. Those are the motherfuckers who deserve your effort, your fucking attention, everything. Those motherfuckers are real. The old motherfuckers who are pissing you off, making you feel like shit, get them out of here. It's okay to have 1 or 2 friends. You don't need to have 50 of them motherfuckers. Like, I know some people be flexing their fucking followers on TikTok and Instagram and shit. That shit's fucked. Like, those aren't your real friends. Those aren't your real friends. You never see me flexing my subs or like my TikTok followers, my Instagram followers, my fucking Twitch followers. I never flex that shit. Because it's just a number. It doesn't mean anything. Go ahead.
Well, the thing is, too, it's also just social experiment with those type of people. So.
Yeah. Yeah, some people just don't get it. Like, it's okay. Like, some people are good people, right? But then you and them aren't good people. You feel me? And that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And like, it's okay to go your separate ways. And like, just because you don't talk to a motherfucker anymore doesn't mean you don't wish them well, right?
Right.
And like, type shit. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
But let's move on to a lighter topic. I'm V8 swapping my Mustang, guys. It's happening. I'm moving from a V6 to a V8. Not gonna tell you which one. You're gonna have to guess. I'll give you a hint. It can be considered a BBC. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That has a completely different abbreviation, and if you go that way, you're kind of, you might want to stay off the hub a little bit. But yeah, if you know, you know. Little announcement there for everybody. Get excited. I know we've got some views from my TikTok. So all the TikTok people who are here from TikTok, hello. I know it's kind of hard to watch a podcast because it's so long and you guys have little attention spans, but bear with me. We got some good shit coming your way. Anything you guys want to talk about? I've talked about some of my topics. You guys got anything?
How about we talk about this? How about we talk about how Call of Duty is still surviving and Marvel Rivals is falling off the map slowly?
Well, I even posted in general in our Discord server today the player counts, right? Listen to this. As of 4 o'clock today, there was 56,000 people on Black Ops 6. Just Steam. You got to factor in PlayStation, Xbox, and even the people playing on Battle.net on PC. There are so many other ways to play Call of Duty, right? And then we go to Marvel Rivals, right? Now, let's just say for argument's sake, right? I'm not dissing on Marvel Rivals. Sure, they've kind of switched up. Their developers are completely gone. The people who made the game are gone. It's now owned by different people. So I can't really say that I support that game when they switch up like that. I'm not saying it's a bad game. If you enjoy it, more power to you. But just beware. The game might change to something you don't like. And that's why I'm just not getting into it. I'm saving myself from the disappointment. But back to the numbers. Marvel Rivals had 1,069 players, or 169,000 players online in the last 24 hours. Now, for argument's sake, let's say Xbox, there's 40,000 on Call of Duty. Let's say PlayStation, there's 50,000, right? Because Call of Duty is more active on PlayStation than it is Xbox.
For sure.
That puts Call of Duty back above Marvel Rivals when it comes to player count.
Yep.
This is what I've been saying since the game launched day one. It's gonna turn out like fucking Splitgate. It's gonna turn out like fucking Valve. Or yes, X Defiance completely gone. I don't think this game's gonna completely disappear, but I think
But
it's
it did
gonna
drop
turn
in
out like
player count
Valorant.
before it disappeared.
I think it's gonna end up like Val. Like it's gonna have its own little community. There are still gonna be people that play it, but it will
Mhm.
never reach the heights of Halo or Call of Duty. Now,
Wow.
keep in mind, I'm gonna throw Halo Master Chief Collection into the mix. And these numbers are sad. If you are listening to this podcast, I implore you to get on Master Chief Collection multiplayer. You can catch me on it when PlayStation gets it because they're going to get it soon and that shit's going to be peak. I really hope they make the fucking campaign crossplay because right now it's only multiplayer that's crossplay, but here are the numbers, right? The best Halo games to ever grace the earth. 1 through 3 including Reach and ODST.
Yes.
5,380 players. You did not hear me wrong. 5,380 players. What the absolute fuck? Anybody complaining about gaming in 2025, you have no excuse. If you want a good game, go get on Halo. That shit is tried and true. The first person, literally the first person shooter on console. Halo Master Chief Collection. Like, not Master Chief Collection, CE. But CE's in Master Chief Collection, so there you go. No sliding. If you're complaining about Black Ops 6, maybe you should just go try MCC. Because MCC has that classic style of movement. Yeah, you kind of jump a bit higher than an old school COD, but who cares? Same shit. It's a really good game. You guys should go try it. Anyways, that's my little rant over. Anything you wanted to talk about, Fire?
Yeah, upcoming games.
Ooh, what you got for me?
Yeah. There's a few interesting games coming out. My favorite, of course, Borderlands 4.
Hyped. I might
Super
pre-order it
excited.
when it's available for pre-order. I know people say don't pre-order games, but I don't give a fuck. It's Borderlands.
Anything anyone else is looking forward to?
Forza Horizon 5 on the PS5.
I'm hyped for that too, bro. I can't wait to drift with yo ass.
I already fucking pre-ordered the $100 edition, Dylan.
Honestly, okay, I've been meaning to talk about this, and this is kind of relative to games, right? The next generation Xbox is rumored to have Steam. If the next generation PlayStation does not also have Steam, Xbox won the console war.
For sure.
I know it's cringe to talk about the console war in 2025, but it's about to heat up. And at that point, honestly, if you're on a budget and the Xbox actually has Steam, they said that they're trying to bring the best of Windows and Xbox together with the next generation. And there was leaked footage of the next generation home screen with a whole file system for Steam. It's true. It has to be true. Like, they took it down. They didn't want us to see it. But if that's the case, that means that Xbox is getting Helldivers. Xbox is getting PlayStation exclusives. It's over. Xbox ended the console wars. It's over. Sony needs to say something. Like, apparently Sony did a press conference today. I haven't heard anything about it yet, but I don't know if they announced that they're putting Steam on it or not. But
The thing is, it'll be a surprise like they did with Discord on the PS5. They'll just randomly put it on there without saying shit. That's the thing about PlayStation. They randomly just do shit without.
And that's
telling
scummy
anybody.
as hell, because the only reason why the PlayStation Store and the Microsoft Store are in existence is because they created this walled garden where you can't use any other game store.
Exactly.
If console players had access to Steam, they won. If they had access to Epic Games, they won. If they had access to Battle.net, the EA launcher, Rockstar launcher, Ubisoft, they would never, ever touch the Microsoft or PlayStation Store a day in their life. And you want to know how I know that? As soon as I switched to PC, I haven't touched the Microsoft Store. I haven't even touched the Xbox app. I tried that shit for a month just to see what Game Pass on PC was like. That shit was garbage. It locks your files. So if you don't subscribe to Game Pass and you forgot to uninstall all your Game Pass games, they're stuck on your system until you wipe Windows or buy Game Pass again. They're holding your system's storage hostage. The fuck?
That is fucking gay.
Yeah, that's fucked. See, I don't fuck with Game Pass, right? I'm still a big supporter of digital media.
Yes.
Because let's say you buy Black Ops 6 online, like I did. You bought it on Battle.net or something. And one day Activision decides, "Oh, Battle.net, you don't get the license anymore. Steam, you don't get the license anymore. You can't play it anymore. They just pulled your license.
Yep.
You don't own anything." But with a hard copy, you put that bitch in your Xbox or your PlayStation, that bitch running. Doesn't matter what they do. They can't revoke your title. They can't revoke your license. You have it in your hands. They can come pry it out of your cold dead hands if they want to. Type shit.
The thing is with PlayStation, the only way you can get rid of everything on PlayStation, Dylan, okay, and I know the way you do it. You ready to hear it?
Sure.
All you have to do is delete your account, but you have to reboot the entire console and rewipe the whole database just to delete everything.
And that's fucked too. Like, it's your console. If you want
And
to
deleting the
reset it-
database deleting the database on PlayStation takes 4 hours.
Yeah, the PS5 will probably go down in history as the last goated PlayStation. I
will say this. I have a fucking major thing to say about PlayStation. The last good console for PlayStation was the PS3. I'm sorry to
Free
say
online. Free
Free
online.
online.
It's a good console. They developed their own SoC. Fucking the US government bought millions of PS3s and turned them into a supercomputer.
Exactly.
I agree the PS3 is better than the PS4 or PS5 when you're looking at it objectively, but you look at the hardware standpoint and well, it's the PS5 when you're looking at hardware.
I
but-
get that. But if you talk about hardcore gaming,
Like if you're looking about a legacy, it's the PS3. The PS3's legacy is undisputed. I mean, free online was revolutionary, and that was most of the there was a war in my school. Literally, I remember I was hardcore Xbox 360. I had my Xbox 360 Slim, the white one with the 320 gig storage on the inside. It was an 8 gig model, but I bought the hard drive type shit, right?
Yep.
And that was their biggest arguing point. Free online, free online. We have free online. We have free online. And then the PS4 came out and you had to pay for online. And you want to know what I was doing with my Xbox One VCR model? Which, by the way, if you wanted to play Call of Duty on that bitch, to this day, I have people in my server who play on an Xbox One. That shit still runs.
Right.
Xbox One beats PlayStation 4. I will argue. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. Sure, the PS4 can still run it too, right? But how much was the PS4 at launch and how much was the Xbox at launch?
The Xbox was cheaper than the PlayStation.
Exactly. The Xbox One won that generation. However, I will say I think the PS5 and Xbox S and X generations, it's all just dog shit. It's all just dog shit. Like, I can't crown anybody a winner because they're both dog shit. Like, don't get me wrong, they do their job, right? But the Xbox Series S in particular has given me so much headache. I have friends who play on them and they're unstable. They'll be running a game for we'll be playing a game for 2-3 hours and it'll start to lag. It'll overheat. And it crashes all the time. Like, Fire, tell them how many times you crash on Borderlands 3.
Couple times. But I have a feeling that's because of, having to play in American servers is giving it a bit of stress.
Yes, but there's also other games that you tell me crash all the time as well. List them off, man. Like, you have trouble with COD sometimes. Like, you be crashing in COD, crashing out in Borderlands. Shit, when I had a Series S, initially Warzone didn't run on it. Like when the new Warzone 2 dropped, it wouldn't run on it. Looking at it from a hardware standpoint, it's a very anemic system. However, for the price and for it just being a dedicated Game Pass box, I get it. From a user standpoint, I get it. But in 2025, if you're looking, like if you already have one, more power to you. Keep using it until they don't support it anymore. But if you are running, like running to go out and buy one in 2025, don't. Just don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's not that it's terrible. It's just not a financially smart buy. You can build a PC that's identical in hardware for the same price, and at that point you have access to Sony's exclusives with Steam and Xbox exclusives. In 2025, it's not a smart move. However, the 1 terabyte model, that might be okay to buy. It's the 250. It's the 512 gig SSD on it that really dampens it for me, because like that's nothing in 2025 when it comes to storage. You're downloading Call of Duty and maybe some very, very small indie games, and that's it. It's not enough storage in 2025. They should honestly just pull that model off the shelves. Microsoft should just pull it off, discontinue the 512 model, right? Put 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte hard drives in them, and then re-put them back on the shelf, and I'd say that that's a good buy.
Can I say something, Dylan? Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
So you know how the PS5 comes with 1 terabyte of storage, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell these people on Amazon something about Amazon. I love it. Okay. When I first bought my PS5 Pro, I knew to notice it had only 1 terabyte of storage. And I bought something on Amazon when I first bought it. I bought a 4 terabyte storage extender. So all I did before I plugged it in, I took out the 1 terabyte thing, put in the 4, and now I got 5 terabytes on my PS5
The PlayStation 5 uses a PC standard M.2 drive for storage expansion. It is very simple to expand the storage on the PlayStation.
Exactly.
Which I think is very smart. Like, if
it is. Kidding me?
If Microsoft redesigned the Xbox, like the next generation Xbox Series S, right? Because they're gonna have a cheap model. If they
we all know that.
redesign that bitch and get rid of this like fancy proprietary storage card and follow up with what Sony did and just put an M.2 drive in that bitch, bro, just buy the cheaper one and upgrade the storage. That would be the budget banger of the year. Imagine a next generation Series S, right?
Yep.
Expandable storage via M.2 and native Steam support. For if it was the same price or even $100 more than the current unit, buy it all day, every day. Buy it.
Yeah.
Even if it had the same hardware capabilities as the current generation, it has access to Steam.
Right.
And it has more, you can expand the storage whenever you want. It's a no-brainer. It's better than buying a gaming laptop, I'll say that at that point. But there's also the thing with the PlayStation is a bit more pricey than the Xbox, even the Series X this generation.
Yes.
So there might be a price hike if they add that feature, but honestly, it's worth it. It's worth it. That feature is great. Sony needs to step it up, however. If they don't put Steam, and honestly, if they don't add a budget PlayStation, like PlayStation 5, that's all you can get. Maybe the digital version for $100 less. But that digital version is still just as much as an Xbox Series X, which comes with a disc drive and is more capable hardware-wise. The only PlayStation that outpaces a stock Series X is the PlayStation 5 Pro. And that thing, Hindu, I'm not throwing any shade. And also Fire, I'm not throwing any shade. But I'm calling both your consoles garbage right now, because the PlayStation 5 Pro, that thing, it gives you 15% more performance. 15. And its own FSR version. Like, it has its own upscaler. Great. Great. That's totally worth $700 fucking dollars. Nah, just if you're looking for a console right now, if you're gonna go with a console, get a base model PlayStation 5, like the original, or get a Series X. Because I bet you those two consoles specifically, and even the PlayStation 5 Pro will probably still be supported once the PlayStation 6 and the new Xbox come out. And that's what I'm mainly curious about. Is Microsoft going to update the Series S and X and possibly even the Xbox One generation and give them Steam as well?
It's a good possibility.
Because that could reverse the crowns. Like, I mean, the Xbox One generation has the crown already, but for the Xbox Series X and S generation, I feel like the PlayStation 5, I mean, they're neither of them are good, but the PlayStation 5 is just that little bit better. Just a little bit. I mean, Game Pass, yeah, you got me there. Their Game Pass equivalent is kind of shite, but Game Pass itself is kind of shite, especially on PC. I don't know about Xbox. I never tried it on Xbox. I haven't had
It's
an
got a
Xbox
few bangers in there.
No, I mean, Xbox Series S user says there's a few bangers in there, so we'll go with there's a few bangers in there. I mean, you get Call of Duty for free. So I mean, like, shit, bro. If you're on a budget and you stay away from PC like the plague, and you're on a budget, maybe the Series S plus a year's worth of Game Pass is the move, but that's only for like a short period of time, you feel me? Because you'll end up paying more for Game Pass and Xbox Live than you would a PC in the long run, and a PC is free to play online, which is the big reason why you should go with a PC. Like, all I gotta do is make sure it's got power and I can play with my homies. It's got power, it's got Wi-Fi, I can play with the homies. I don't need to pay any fucking gates or nothing. It's great. Anywho, games coming out, Borderlands 4, awesome. I'm hyped for it. What are you most hyped about for Borderlands 4, Fire? Well, what's the most hyped?
I'm excited to see what characters they bring in.
I am too, because there's gonna be a lot of OP tech trees. I mean, there already is a lot of OP tech trees in 3. But just imagine what you can do in 4. Like, what do you have your build right now, Fire? You were telling me that, like, you do damage and you gain XP type shit. Is that really, like...
I do damage and I gain HP, yeah. And
that's crazy.
My monkey thing does damage and that's more HP.
Yo. That's wild. Hey, yo, Microsoft. Hey, yo, Halo Studios. 343 Studios. Take some notes. Okay? Look at Borderlands. Take some fucking notes. Because I swear to God, you have the director from Modern Warfare 2019, one of the best modern day CODs to ever exist. You have the people now. If you fumble on Halo 7, I will find you. I swear to God, I will find you. Please, for the love of Christ,
Make it a good game.
make it a good game. I need a good Halo game. I need it. I need it. I need it so bad. I miss the days of getting on my Xbox 360 and playing Halo 3. There was no question on what game we were playing. We were playing Halo 3. And we'd play Infected, and they had awesome custom games with Forge maps, and it was great. It was great. It was great. Peak gaming. Peak. But that's something I also wanted to talk about. Gaming, like, you look at the 2025 releases, right? And maybe even late 2024 releases compared to, like, 2014 releases. Gaming's kind of washed. I'm not even gonna cap. Gaming's kind of washed. Like, Borderlands 4 is coming out, and that's really the only game that holds a candle to the peak games of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and fucking Halo 3, Halo 2, fuck, even Halo 4. Halo CE is just number one goated. If you want to argue with me on that, I know there are probably better games out there, but in my opinion, I hope you can respect that this is my opinion. Halo CE is the best game ever. Period. You go play Halo CE, and you'll notice a lot of things from other games. They got them from Halo CE. Halo CE laid out the groundwork and the mapping for what we know of as first-person shooters today on console and on PC. Halo CE is the groundwork. That's the basis where everything is based off of. Even Call of Duty Battlefield. I don't care what they say, bro. The base gunplay, it always feels like Halo. Like, yeah, Call of Duty is fast-paced. You got all this sliding and shit. But when you're standing up lasering a guy, and you're not aimed down sights, that's Halo. It feels like Halo. You got to know the recoil pattern.
Exactly.
So, if you guys are missing old COD, I implore you, go play old Halo. You'll like that. You'll like that. But something I wanted to say about Apex. Did anyone hear about Apex moving to DirectX 12 only? And it's now running like absolute garbage on everything?
I did hear about that.
I didn't think that EA could fuck up with that game any more than they already were. And then they go and do it. Like, bro, all we want is arenas, dog. We want arenas and good performance. And yeah, I know that 99% of the people playing your game have the ability to use DirectX 12. But DirectX 12 is dog shit. There's a reason why there are modern day games like Call of Duty Black Ops 6 that default to DirectX 11. Just saying. Oh, it's gonna help our development. What are you gonna be able to do to the game if nobody's gonna fucking play it because it runs like dog shit? Same thing goes for Marvel Rivals. Like, that game runs like shite on PC. You have anything that wasn't released in the past 2 years, good luck seeing 60 FPS at low settings, 1080p. You're gonna have to play that shit at 720p upscaled, and then it's gonna look like dog shit and you can't hit your shots.
Right.
Optimize your games, game developers. That way more people can play them. It's that simple. If you want more people to play your game, make it playable on a fucking potato. Then everybody has the ability to play your game. But no, we got games like the new Indiana Jones requiring fucking ray tracing out of the box. An Xbox Series X can't ray trace at over 30 frames per second, and neither can the PS5 or PS5 Pro. What the absolute fuck? And sure, AMD's latest graphics card steps up ray tracing performance by a huge margin, and I'm sure the next gen consoles will have plenty of ray tracing performance. But ray tracing has been a gimmick for the last 3 or 4 years. Why are we starting to take it seriously now? I have said this time and time again. I don't care if the game looks like Black Ops 2. If it runs good, I'm gonna play it.
Right.
That's my biggest thing with Black Ops 6, right? I'm getting over 600 frames per second in that bitch. I go and try and play Delta Force, the finals, or Overwatch runs just as well as BO6 or Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals, I have a very high-end system. The system's worth more than my daily. And let's just say that in Marvel Rivals, I have a hard time maxing out my 240Hz monitor. In Delta Force, I can max out my 240Hz monitor, but not by much. And in the finals doesn't even look that good. There is no excuse for it running that poorly. Like, yeah, I get 300 frames per second at low with upscaling. That bitch should be running at 300 frames per second without upscaling. It's a free-to-play game. Same thing with Marvel Rivals. if you want more people to play your game, this is something that Valorant understood. At least Valorant understood that. If your game can run on everything, you're going to get a lot of players. So
Exactly.
My big tip to the Marvel Rivals development team and the Finals development team and the Delta Force development team, if you want your game to pop the fuck off brutally, make it run on a GTX 960. If it can run on a GTX 960, you're gonna have over 100,000 players daily, guaranteed. You can take my word on it. You can even quote me on it. Like, there are games that have no business having that many players. Valorant, for example. I haven't checked lately, but last time I checked, they had over 100,000 players still. What the
thing
fuck?
with Valorant just fell off a long while, man.
Yeah, Valorant's been falling off for a while, but it runs on everything, and that's why it still has that hardcore player base.
Exactly.
That's why it's still hanging on and it's still in the conversation. Unlike games like Splitgate, which also didn't run well. X Defiant, which is completely gone, and that game ran like dog shit.
Yep, for sure did.
I mean, there's a pattern here, game developers, and I'm the only one calling it out. But on a different topic other than gaming, I want to say this to the car community, specifically. If a computer grows your gears, you're not fast. It's the car. There is a difference between a fast car and a fast driver. You can take the fast out of the car. You can't take the fast out of the driver. You can put a fast driver in a 95 horsepower shitbox, and it will whoop an inexperienced driver in a GT3 RS. So shut the fuck up when talking to me. Okay? Okay. That needed to be said. Too many people are talking shit.
I mean, that is true. A lot of people do talk shit about that kind of crap.
Oh, you drive a manual, my computer shifts faster. Oh my god. The traction control saves you in a corner, bro. Try driving a car on a limit without traction control and actually rolling your own gears. No assists, nothing. No ABS, no track, nothing. Just you and the machine. And tell me how long you last. Wait, you won't be able to. You'll be dead because you can't drive. Hate to be that harsh, but some people, man, they're out there in their fucking BMW 3 Series with all the computer aids in the world and German engineering holding them up underneath them, and they think they're fast. You're not fast. Your car is. You are not. There is a huge difference between a fast car and a fast driver. And I implore you to find that out. Once you do, you can leave a comment in the comment section telling me I'm right. Because I'm right. Anyone got any mobile games they've been playing lately? Mobile gaming isn't something we really talk about much.
I really don't play mobile games often, so...
I've been playing Adventure Capitalist. That game's fun.
If it is, I just play Clash of Clans, really.
He likes playing cock.
Base.
Clash Royale.
Clash Royale, bro. See, my dad plays Clash Royale, but my dad says he likes minors, but he doesn't even play Clash Royale, bro. That's a joke, Dad. I know you don't. That's a joke. Don't go after my dad. My dad is big chilling. Anything exciting going on in your guys' lives? Anything? Looking forward
Start
to something?
volunteering.
I mean, I'm going on a
that's cool.
day fucking
Yeah.
Sunday, so hopefully that goes well.
Oh, hey, everybody in the comments, wish Hindu luck on that date, boys. Not that he's gonna need it. This man's got Riz 9000.
When it comes to women, it's different though. Women are just fucking crazy nowadays. Crazy. When I mean crazy, they mean batshit crazy.
No shit, bro. The fact that, okay, I do not hate women. I need to
I
say
don't
that
either.
right now. I do not hate women. But the fact that there is a word for a woman that sleeps around a lot and there isn't for a man says something. Like, I don't think that they're, like, when you hear I'm not calling all women or pretty much any women whores, but I'm just saying the definition of a whore, that's not a man. Like, look it up. Why do women have that but men don't?
Right.
I mean, sure, you could say there's that double standard of, oh, a guy who sleeps with a lot of girls is cool, but a girl who sleeps with a lot of guys is bad. I've looked at my homies before, and when they tell me they have over 10 bodies, I just go, ugh. When was the last time you were tested, bro?
That's
Because,
a great
like,
question.
Because, like, that's just like, bro, why? You wasted all that money and you didn't even cuff him 10 times, but you still hit? When I break up with when I get an ex-girlfriend, right? When my girlfriend goes from my girlfriend to my ex-girlfriend, for the next 9 months, if I hit that shit, I am on the edge of my seat, panicking, bruv. Because what if they just didn't take their birth control and they're ready to fuck me over?
That can happen big time.
And that's why I just don't sleep with anybody. Like, I have 2 bodies to my name. And one of them I regret mostly. But the other one, shit happens, man. That's all I'll say on that. I don't like talking bad about my ex-partners.
Right.
They're who they are. I am who I am. And together, we didn't
goes
work
on.
out. Yep, life goes on. Speaking of new games, I've been playing this game only available on PC called Death Con. You
I've
choose
heard
a
about
country.
that game.
You choose a country, and you control them in through DEFCON 5 to DEFCON 1, and there's nuclear war. And the one movie that was like the Whopper, and the kid hacked the Whopper and he accidentally got control of all the nukes and he started playing against the government computer. That's what this game feels like. It feels like that, except you're not actually hacking the government. Hopefully, I don't know the developers on this game. I mean, it has under 1,000 downloads, so hopefully I'm not playing into a government conspiracy theory and they're not using my data to train some computer to defend us or whatever the fuck. I mean, honestly, I'd love to help with that, bro. Like, you never know. Like, there are theories that they take our Call of Duty gameplay and use it to train AI to fight our wars. There are theories about that, which really could be happening. I mean, believe it or not, the slide canceling, we've seen humanoid robots slide cancel in real life with fucking rocket boosters type shit. Just saying, bro. I can't wait for the day that Call of Duty just becomes like, oh, you gotta sign up for the government to play this shit, and you're controlling robots, fighting other robots in a different country. That shit would be awesome. That would be awesome. Like, it looks like just a normal game, but actually you're going up against Chinese robots controlled by Chinese soldiers. But no, it's just the Call of Duty sweats just absolutely destroying them. U.S. government, hit me up. Patent pending on that idea. Patent pending. Don't steal my idea, U.S. government. I swear to God.
You know how they will, just like when they steal our money.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, our generation in the US, we all know that we're paying in the Social Security and we're not going to see a penny from it. Like, I hope the government understands that my generation specifically, we do not give a flying fuck. We do not care. We do not care. Oh, there's the Ukraine war in the Middle East. We need to send them money. Fuck you. We don't care. Give us the money. We do not fucking care.
Where's
Just
our
saying.
money? Nowhere.
Yeah, where's our money? Oh, it's helping Ukraine. I don't give a fuck about Ukraine. I care about my ma, my dad, my little brother, me, my homies. I do not give two shits about Ukraine and Russia. Until Russia or Ukraine sets foot on our turf, I do not care. I do not
Then
care.
it'd be a different story.
Then it'd be a different story. Then me and Hindu would both be getting in my Mustang, and I'd give him the LMG, and it's a drop top, and we'd just fucking drive by them bitches, Detroit style.
Don't even need to. I grab my fucking mini AK.
Bro, get a fucking 100-round mag in that bitch. Just as they're coming up on the shore of fucking Detroit in between Canada. See, that's the thing, though. If any motherfuckers tried to take over the U.S., right? Them motherfuckers are getting bodied right off rip. We're not even gonna have to touch shit. We got our homies up in Canada, and we got our homies in Mexico, defending the top and bottom of us, and we have seas on the other side. What are you gonna do? Land on our shore and try and take us like D-Day? See how well that happens. See how well that works. How fast that boat gets hit with a nuke. I don't want to say I'd love to see it, but I'm kind of interested to see what would happen if a country tried to invade the US. Like, how quickly would them motherfuckers get stomped out? The only country that I think has a chance of invading the US is Australia. And that's because they're just some wild motherfuckers over there. They're built different, bro. They'll go up to a kangaroo and sock the bitch. I'd be scared if I saw an Aussie mate fucking just a horde of Aussies just marching over there. I'd shit bricks, bro. Bricks, bro.
They punch through
Them-
bricks.
They do punch through bricks. Fire. Why is everybody in Australia so OP? Why are you guys overpowered?
Maybe because they just have no fear of
Because
anything.
we got
over there.
extra stats for the location we picked.
Oh, so you got a buff because of your location.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I need to rework my tech tree. I need to redo my stats. Hold up. Let me put 5 more into charisma. Maybe now I can just talk my way into robbing a store. Hey, yo, anyone ever see that one YouTube poop of the guy
Yes.
who got a menu in real life and he upped his charisma to the point where he could talk his way out of any situation?
Yeah, I remember that.
That shit's funny. I honestly thought solo leveling was gonna go that route. Like, this motherfucker was just gonna max out looks, max out charisma, max out persuasion, and get anything he ever wanted just simply by talking. Speaking of anime, let's talk about Invincible Season 3. Prepare for my arrival, you worm. Okay, Conquest. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Conquest had me scared. I almost pissed my shit, bro. Like, when he got okay, spoilers for Season 3. Spoilers! Okay, everybody
I'm
here's
so lonely.
I'm so lonely, bro. It was so cold. Bro makes a heart with his blood in space. It freezes and he shatters it with his finger type shit. What do you mean, bro? When he had Mark pinned down, I was like, Mark's getting diddied. It's not Anissa that's gonna do it in this timeline. But then Adam Eve's just like, nah, bitch, Spartan laser. That shit was awesome. Honestly. I know it's not considered anime because it's not Japanese, but that show's got a 10 out of 10 from me right now. IGN, you're off your rocker. That shit was peak. The only gripe I have is Rex's funeral. Why the fuck it look like PNGs, bro? I get you guys don't have a fucking great budget for this shit, but Rexplode literally went out in one of the most badass ways possible. This motherfucker said Allahu Akbar with his own superpower and his own skeleton to take out a version of someone who he considered his friend.
Yeah, he did.
That shit was wild. That shit was wild. When he exploded, bro, and they had Ray on the fucking bridge, bro. Like, how come they gotta do bro that dirty? Bro was just getting his shit together. He was just fucking... Oh my god, they did him so dirty. They did him so dirty. And then Robot fucking cops his name at his own funeral. He fucking straight up impersonates him. And these motherfuckers aren't doing shit. I would have sucked the shit out of that motherfucker. I would have killed him. I would have got him. Anywho, guys, we are coming up on 51 minutes here. We got 9 minutes to go. So we'll let Fire say his closing statements real quick because he's got to get out of here. Anything you want to say to the people before you go, man?
Yeah, just one thing. Ka-chow.
Bro said ka-chow. Lightning McQueen had eyes. So
That's great.
It's just me and you.
All right, man.
Ranked. Let's talk about it. Why is ranked so much better than pubs? Let me
I
think.
feel like the reason why ranked is better than pubs is because more people have to strategize on what attachments they have to use and what guns they have to use for the game to get better at the game.
I think it's because the weapons are balanced.
Yeah, they're more balanced.
And the tick rate's higher on the servers. I think that's it. Maybe. Hey, Activision, maybe. Everybody's not complaining about ranked. They said this is one of the best ranked plays they've had since fucking... When was ranked play introduced? This might be the best one of all time, honestly.
I would say ranked play was introduced back in Black Ops 4 was when it was first released.
And Black Ops 4 was kind of mid. I
Mid.
don't remember there being ranked play in MW 2019, though.
There was no... It took a break after that because they knew how bad it was. And then they came back out with it in Cold War. And Cold War was very successful. I loved Cold War ranked play. I was the highest ranked on Cold War ranked play. I loved that fucking ranked play. I grinded that shit to the bone with the Krig and this AK-74U and this fucking MP5. Kidding me? God damn.
I might piss some people off when I say this, but Black Ops 6 tops Cold War.
Hey, you say whatever you want to say, man, but I loved Cold War a lot.
Cold War's a good game, don't get me wrong. The zombies in Cold War was honestly peak. That's where they have BO6 beat. Cold War zombies is better than BO6 zombies. I will say that. The only thing I have a complaint with Cold War zombies is where the fuck double tap at? Where the fuck it at? I need it. But same thing with BO6, but apparently they're adding it Season 3. But we all know that Activision likes to make promises and then...
Well, I'm going to say this. I seen the Zombies trailer, and I can confirm with you, Double Tap is returning.
If Double Tap returns...
It's confirmed. It's confirmed. It's coming back.
When Double Tap returns, Black Ops 6 Zombies might match Cold War Zombies. And that's saying a lot. Because Double Tap is my favorite perk, and Cold War didn't have it. Yeah, I'm still saying it matches a game that has it. So, Cold War was a very good game. I loved the first map, Die Machine. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, D Machine.
Yeah, D Machine. I fucking love that map, bro. That was a really well designed map, and especially because it you open that first door and you're looking around. And your mind is giving you flashbacks of Black Ops 1. And you're just like, I'm home.
Exactly.
No, they played to our nostalgia very well in that game. Honestly, if any game was going to have Transit 2.0, I thought it would have been Cold War, but they didn't do that shit. Cold War's multiplayer was very good, though. The Tundra was my favorite sniper. I remember running
I
the
love
Tundra, the MAC-10. The MAC-10 was my blicky, bro. That thing was my blicky. I was still using that shit in Warzone, going up against the H4 Blixen, swearing to God that this shit's still good, when I know for damn sure that the only reason why I'm getting kills is because I'm beaming motherfuckers to the head. Like, that motherfucker was so goated. The Craig 6, bro. That thing had such good camos, dog. Like, anyone else remember that, like, Japanese pink tree type blueprint that had the gold background? Yeah, I was rocking that shit, if you remember that shit. Fucking Adler's skin in Cold War. Peak Adler. Adler was one of the best, the best character that has been done in a Black Ops multiplayer since BO2. Argue with me. Campaign was good. Multiplayer was good. Zombies was good. It's a solid 8 out of 10 game. But Black Ops 6 is trying something different with Omni Movement. Black Ops 6's ranked play is arguably on par. Plus, if I'm going to say this might be controversial as well, but the state that Warzone's in with Black Ops 6 compared to the state that Warzone was in with Cold War, Warzone's better with Black Ops 6. Sure, the gameplay might have been better back then, but it ran like shit. On PC, at least. Not I don't need to go back and start ranting about how games that run good get players, because shit. Already went on about that for 20 minutes.
Right.
Anywho, we are coming up to 4 minutes here left. It has been a pleasure to grace your people's ears with this show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to get notified when I upload. I will be bringing you guys some new story times very shortly. I'm currently working on the K2 Catastrophe story. Yeah, you guys been asking for that one for a minute. So that one's coming out soon. Also, I might be doing a story time on my current place of work, just terrible days at work. Because there have been some fucking weird shit that's happened at Hungry Howie's, you know, I mean. But I'm sure everybody has weird stories about work. And hey, maybe we'll do a story time with all the hosts next month during the podcast. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Any closing statements, Indu?
I have no closing statements, but everybody just peace and love. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Peace and love. Be kind to yourself. And, you know, I would say get fucked here, but I feel like that's not the way to end this episode. So I'm going to say, love yourself, respect yourself, and respect yourself enough to know when someone's giving you enough shit. Like, respect yourself enough to draw that line. Respect yourself enough to know that you are worth more. You don't need to take that shit. Have a good night, everybody. Stay high, stay lifted, stay sexy, and most of all, stay out of jail. Have a good one.